Welcome back to the next of my training vlogs. So I just didn't really feel like talking to the camera beforehand because I'd have no idea what was going to happen. So today I hadn't done a lot of snatch volume in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So in terms of doubles, so I felt like I needed kind of a gritty double session for a while. Technique felt a little bit off on today's session, but one of the best things to do I found is when you're not really sure what's wrong with your technique and you can't pinpoint exactly when you feel a little bit off, the answer is just to pull, just go a lot faster, and it'll sort a lot of the issues. Fitz is the background laughing at this. So I worked up very small jumps. Once I got to 120, I just went up in 5 kilos. So I was looking to do some waves today, and I was kind of feeling out what the top end set would be. So I just went from 120, 125. 125 was alright. It was just a little bit off. Sometimes I wouldn't worry too much about that. Weights felt okay, just technique needed a little bit of practice. So I got to 130, it felt okay. I kind of had in my head to get at least 130, maybe 135 for the top end of the doubles, but 130 felt quite good, so I decided to try 135. The 135 just coming up, you'll see, is plenty good enough. It was actually very good. It was the best set of the doubles, I think. So I got to 135 and I felt pretty good, and even though I hadn't done a whole lot of volume prior to this, I decided that 140 for double was warranted. Now I've doubled 140 in the last few months, and it is 5 kilos below my PR. Now, Snatch is feeling very good lately, so I decided that once I hit this first double, I knew I could do a little bit better and I could repeat the double. So instead of going 45 to equal a PR, which didn't really matter a whole amount, I decided I could get some extra work in and do better quality reps with 140 for a double. So I did 2 sets of 2 140. Second set was very good. Probably could have done a third set of a double, but there was no need. So I didn't need to fatigue myself too much. The only issue with these is the shoulder was coming behind the bar just a little bit too much, but still some quality reps overall, and definitely quality reps at heavier weight. Moving on to clean and jerks. So I'd clean and jerked 170 twice in the week prior, no, 3 times actually. And so sometimes when I do a lot of heavy clean and jerks on my left knee, the kind of tendon and kind of tissue above my left kneecap gets very, very tight for a few days after. So today, just to limit the weight while getting a bit of extra work in, instead of doing just singles, I did a little bit of clean pull, clean, and then jerk. So just the pull was just to emphasize pulling, keep pulling on the bar, not being loose. So all I was thinking about pulling the bar fast in the second pull and then being faster under. See, these 120s weren't great, so I was just kind of feeling it out a little bit. My knee wasn't that sore on these, or sore at all actually. So I just kind of did a lot of sets of 120. So you can see here I'm just thinking about pulling fast, not making lots of contact, not even thinking about making contact. So that's really, really focusing on just keeping the bar coming up. So when you make contact, you kind of deviate the bar away from you and you just slow it down. So I'm just thinking about pulling fast in the first pull and even faster then in the second pull, and not smashing the bar. So they start to get a little bit better at the 130s, so pulling under a little bit faster. Jerks were a small bit off, but I think that's just a little bit from caution for my knee. So 130 again. So these, I think I was a little bit better under this one. So just think about less contact and pulling the bar up, keeping the yeah, that was much better. So just keeping the bar velocity going high. Nice jerk, not so bad. And then moved on to 130 again. So just doing a lot of sets, kind of get some volume in to account for not going so heavy. So that was quite good as well. Just thinking about keep pulling on the bar, but at the same time, like I'm always talking about, pulling hard under the bar. So being active in the pull under. Moved on to 140 for one. A little bit jerky after on there. And then clean was not so bad. Just a little bit slow under for my liking. On the jerks, I was thinking about driving the bar straight up, so focusing on driving it high. So sometimes I cut that a little bit short. Did another 140, pulled the bar a little bit higher in the first pull just to see how it felt, and the clean was quite good. So nice pull under. Jerk was solid too. Could be a little bit better, a little bit short to my front foot. And then I did 1 on 150. So there was zero pain in my knee up until 150. So I tried 150 and it was worth the caution, because on the 150 there's a little bit of a twinge, but the 150 was probably the best set overall. Nice solid jerk. There was no kind of dancing in the split jerk. Nice and solid. And then I moved on to my customary heavier clean deadlifts at the end. So I just did 220 for 2 sets of 2, I think. So for these I literally just went straight to 220, putting on a lot of my deadlifts without my belt at the moment, just because it doesn't hurt and it'll certainly help get a little bit stronger. These felt fine. Last set of 220, so pretty happy with these. Just trying to keep my upper back a little bit, it's a little bit rounded, just trying to keep it little bit more arched. But overall, good session.